Welcome to another episode of the Are You Just Unmarried or Truly Single series. This is a production of Sermons in Your Inbox International, the principal brand trademark of Wisdom Wedge International. Today, I'm going to be dealing with three main eating disorders that confront the single in their unmarried stage of life. Stay tuned. Welcome back. If you find this resource useful, kindly hit on the like button right below this video. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will get exclusive content and update anytime there are new episodes. Thank you. According to eating disorder statistics estimated by the National Eating Disorder Association of the United States of America, 30 million people are said to be suffering from one eating disorder or another, three of which are going to be discussed in this episode, namely anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and binge eating disorder. Worldwide, around 70 million people are said to be suffering from eating disorders. Most eating disorders are more common in women and girls than in men and boys. Girls between the ages of 15 and 25 are more likely to develop eating disorders. In fact, it is said that out of every 4 children found to be with eating disorders, 3 of them are likely to be girls. This is a big issue, and I discovered it as such when I came upon data that seems to suggest that eating disorders has medical implications in relation to infertility for both genders. I further discovered that it also has peculiar medical implications in relation to the menstrual cycle when it comes to girls. Eating disorders are psychological conditions related to persistent unnatural eating habits which impact on a person's health, emotions, and their ability to function in key areas of life. Eating disorders often revolve around focusing too much on body weight and body function. Our bodies were formed in such a way as to need food to make it grow, to keep it active, and to make it fit each day. What eating disorders does is it interferes with these natural body processes, and as a result, it has often led to medical conditions such as anemia, such as peptic ulcers, such as osteoporosis, to mention but a few. Now, to the eating disorders, I would like to start with anorexia nervosa, often referred to as anorexia. This is a potentially life-threatening eating disorder characterized by abnormally low body weight, an intense fear to gain weight, and a distorted perception of body weight and shape. People suffering from anorexia often excessively limit their intake of calories. They also use methods to lose weight, such as excessive exercise, the use of laxatives and diet aid, or forcing themselves to vomit after eating. These unhealthy methods of losing weight have often caused severe medical conditions. To lose weight or to keep a healthy body shape and weight is desirable, but using unnatural methods to achieve it defeats the very purpose. The second eating disorder I would like to deal with in this episode is bulimia nervosa, oftentimes referred in simple terms as bulimia. This is a potentially life-threatening eating disorder. People who suffer from bulimia often have episodes of binging and purging. Most at times, the bulimic will restrain or refrain from eating during the day, but this only reinforces their unhealthy eating patterns of binging and purging. During these episodes, the bulimic will often binge eat by consuming large quantities of food at any particular time. And to rid themselves of the extra calories they have gained, and also because of guilt and the intense fear of gaining weight, they attempt to peg themselves. Now, that is where the challenge comes in, because the methods that the bulimic will use to peg themselves are often unhealthy. They may go as far as forcing themselves to vomit the food they have eaten. Other times, they will use methods such as taking laxatives to rid themselves of the extra calories. The third and final eating disorder in this episode is binge eating. People who suffer from binge eating will often consume large quantities of food at a particular time and within a short space of time. They have no self-control over their eating habits. They eat even when they are not hungry. After binging, the person who suffers from this eating disorder will, out of their guilt and disgust, like to peg themselves, just like someone with anorexia or someone with bulimia will do. There are even other times that, to avoid such embarrassment, the binge eater will prefer to eat alone or in secluded places. Most unmarrieds have subjected themselves to these eating disorders in order to feel belonged or to be accepted by other people. This has become a major problem because most times it is due to a low self-esteem. All too soon, we've come to the end of another episode of the Are You Just Unmarried or Truly Single series. In this episode, we have learned about the 3 main eating disorders that may befall the single person in their unmarried stage or phase of life. And now, to the global community of unmarrieds out there, I ask you one more time, are you just unmarried or truly single? And remember, as always, God is watching over His word to perform in the life of the unmarried, who, like the salt of the earth and like the light of the world, is changing their world.